Hey guys, Tola here on December 18th, 2014. Hey, thanks for tuning in. If you want to check out some short clips or some outtakes, check me out on social at Rich Tola, or there's more on my website, richtola.com. But let's just jump right in because today's Throwback Thursday, so we're going back to 2012, just a quick hop back, couple years. But I want to go right into the Get Your Shit Together award because this blows my mind. I can't even believe this, right? What are we talking about? The Interview, the movie with Seth Rogen, James Franco, that's been pulled now. We're not going to see this film. Comedy. Fiction, by the way. Why? We're talking terrorists, potential terrorist attack because of this film. Well, it's a three-way tie. It's the terrorists, the guardians of peace, if it is these guys, right, for starting this whole thing, scumbags. 2, it's Sony, the producer, for not putting it out there. And 3, it's the theaters for not showing this, right? Carmike bailed out, AMC Entertainment bailed out, Bowtie Cinemas bailed out. I mean, what's going on, people? This is a three-way tie because this shouldn't happen in our society today. So there you go. Get Your Shit Together award, three-way tie, and I hope they do get their shit together and we get to see this film. All right, on that note, let's go around the world or around the globe for the latest news. We're calling this first one, How Do You Do? Let's Get Married. You guys hear about this? This 28-year-old guy from Canada, Jordan Aksani, who buys 2 tickets to travel around the world. We're talking Paris, Milan, Bangkok, New Delhi. I mean, this guy was going with Elizabeth Gallagher. Problem is, he breaks up with Elizabeth Gallagher and needs to find another Elizabeth Gallagher, so he puts it out there on Reddit in November. Gets an onslaught of emails, crazy stuff. He's on Good Morning America, and he ends up starting a charity called A Ticket Forward, which is kind of cool. He's saying, all I want someone to do is to take the ticket and they can pay it forward. Hey, that's great for Elizabeth Gallagher. He even says, hey, it's not a romantic gesture at all. Like, yo, Jordan, guess what? Taking a chick around the world, it's like offering a Hollywood babe a starring role in the next Brad Pitt movie. Well, on the second story, we're going to Cuba, from Cuba with Love. You guys hear about this? President Obama, man, good stuff. Opened up relations. Well, I mean, there's some controversy with it, but he opened up relations with Cuba after 50 years. Right, we're talking 50 years now. All sorts of opportunities exist. Well, I think that's good news. Well, especially for Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, because now they can go public with their cigar factory. Yeah, this last story we're calling It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's a Blimp. Did you guys hear about this? The U.S. Army is going to be floating 2 blimps 10,000 feet above Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. Yeah, they're going to be doing this because they can protect against incoming missiles, airstrikes. Why? Well, the sonar of these things goes a lot further. You know, it can go further out than existing sonar. I think that's great news for protecting the capital. Thing is, the bad news, there's always bad news. For all the birds flying south for the winter. All right, guys, let's shoot over to, or back to 2012, right? Throwback Thursday. So what happened in 2012? Well, first of all, the world didn't end according to the Mayan calendar. Secondly, well, for better or worse. Secondly, Obama was reelected in the United States, right? For better or worse. We landed on Mars with the Curiosity rover, for better or worse. Right now we're spending crazy money to go to Mars. What else? Well, Hurricane Sandy did devastate the East Coast. 200 people died. Rest in peace. And Dick Clark and Donna Summer died. Rest in peace to the world's oldest teenager and the penultimate bad girl. And most importantly, what sort of ties into this theater or the Get Your Shit Together world is The Dark Knight Rises. Remember this wacko James Holmes that went into a theater and killed 12 people and injured 58 others? I mean, this is the whack job who's now in jail, right? No bail, but he's awaiting trial. He's pleaded not guilty in reason of insanity, which makes no sense whatsoever. Whatever happened to survival of the fittest, right? Survival of the fittest and defending your territory and defending your rights. I mean, no, what they need to do is give this guy to the mafia and he'll end up at the bottom of the East River wearing cement shoes. I mean, come on, people. I mean, this is what's happening in society. We got to stand up for our own rights. Now, on that note, I'm Rich Tola. And remember, dreams do come true, but hey, what do I know?